And the person who wrote in the email really wants to know, why should I talk to an attorney instead of dealing directly with the insurance company? Won't that just make things take longer and cost me money that I just don't have? You know, a lot of people have that question, Kate. So what do you advise?
Morgan, a lot of people do have that question. I can't tell you the number of clients that come in and ask, you know, do I really need to be hiring you? And, you know, the short answer is just always talk to a lawyer. Especially in mine and BJ's field, consultations are free. And, you know, any reputable lawyer will tell you if you really need a lawyer. Most of the time, yes, because a lawyer has the expertise to tell you what your case is worth, and to deal with a fellow expert, insurance adjuster who's been doing this for years and years, or a defense attorney who's been doing this years and years, and a lay person generally is not. You know, there are some cases where there may not be adequate coverage. You know, in Georgia, the minimum coverage you have to be a member of the motoring public is $25,000. So if you get into an accident with somebody and you are catastrophically injured, let's say you're paralyzed, and your medical bills obviously far exceed that, you know, a lawyer will look and make sure there's no other insurance in the case, and they'll tell you, no, this is something that you can handle on your own. You can call the insurance company. We'll tell you how to do it, and to collect that policy. And so you wouldn't need to retain us or pay us. But the short answer is just go to a reputable firm and ask them if you need to hire a lawyer.
Okay. And as you also mentioned, that consultations are absolutely free, at least that first one anyway, right?
Yes.
They are, Morgan. And if I might add on that, you know, when you go to a lawyer, she's been doing this a long time, and this is probably your first experience dealing with a situation like that. You may have a case against somebody you don't even realize you have a case against. Maybe your car didn't work appropriately, or maybe the doctor you went to treat you didn't treat you appropriately, or maybe the person that hit you that you thought only had $25,000 in coverage was on the job with somebody. So maybe you can sue that company. So you get a lawyer involved so he can explore all those possibilities, so you'll know what the extent of your case is. Then you can make the decision whether you need to hire that lawyer. And the lawyer is also good at preserving evidence. They write spoliation letters to make sure that the defendants don't throw out evidence. So a truck driver doesn't erase his black box or things of that nature, or hide his log books. It can preserve your case if you do have one. But like Kate says, the lawyer looks at it, and we do this all the time. We look at a case, and unfortunately, there's nowhere near enough insurance to cover the claim. It's going to be a matter of the person contacting the insurance adjuster saying, here I am, I had this accident, this injury, send me your policy limits, and they're going to send the policy limits. And the lawyer, no good lawyer in that situation is going to take a fee. Now, the lawyer might charge a fee to assist with getting the liens resolved if there are a lot of hospital liens or something like that associated with it, or maybe performing some other service associated with the case, and maybe do that on an hourly basis as opposed to a percentage basis. Because the lawyer wants you to leave happy, if you can, in terms of his representation or her representation, and that you thought you got something out of meeting with that person. So it's always wise, as Kate said, to go talk to somebody. There's no downside. Okay. It's free.
Many advantages, but that's for sure. Many advantages.
Generally speaking, you're always going to get more money if you have a lawyer than you are if you don't.
All right. That's a good note.
Even after the attorney's fees. It's usually going to be more.
All right then. So we will definitely be giving you a call without a doubt.